Is it over?
Yes! The Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2. So Breaking Dawn Part 2 continues immediately where Breaking Dawn Part 1 left off, where Bella has finally transformed into a vampire after giving birth to her daughter Renesmee. Jacob has imprinted upon the baby, now embracing her new life as a vampire. After a vampire who the Cullens know has seen Renesmee, she believes her to be an immortal child, which are forbidden and outlawed by the Volturi. She goes to the Volturi, reports them of their supposed crime. So the Cullens go all around the corners of the earth to find their closest friends and relatives to prove Renesmee's innocence of not being an immortal child. I cannot believe this, guys. Twilight is over! So, as you guys know, I've never been a fan of the Twilight movies. The only one I've had a small fondness for was Eclipse, because of the final fight scene and because of Billy Burke's acting. What are the good things in this movie? Billy Burke, again, who played as Charlie Swan, he is the only good actor in the entire film, because everybody else, let's face it, the acting in this movie is absolute horse in this movie. Kristen Stewart hasn't gotten any better through the Twilight film. She's still as stoic. She still looks sad. She still sounds boring as throughout the entire thing. And she still delivers some just atrocious dialogue. Robert Pattinson as Edward, still terrible as usual. Taylor Lautner as Jacob, still terrible, although now it's official, ladies, he's a pedophile. Where's Chris Hansen when you need him? He actually sounds a bit happy this time around because he's going after a f***ing 7-year-old kid. If that doesn't scream creepy, I don't know what does. Another thing I actually kind of liked about this movie, surprisingly, was the end fight sequence. It was actually kind of fun to watch. About the start of the film, I could not stop laughing throughout the entire thing. I know it's meant to be more of a dramatic movie, but my god. The first time you see this baby, I swear to god, it's a CGI baby with a CGI face. The minute I saw this thing, I was in my seat just laughing my ass off. There were girls all around going like, "Aww," and I was just doing There's this one other scene I could think of where they explain about the immortal children. Dakota Fanning's character goes up to this one little kid, like, sets up a fire and just goes like, throws him off into the fire. This movie is just full of unintentional humor moments. The special effects in this movie are absolutely terrible. If the special effects were actually good this time around, the final fight scene would have actually been amazing. You would think by now that the studio could have afforded better effects. People are actually saying this is a good movie. Well, no, it's not a good movie at all. This is still a pretty terrible movie. This was a movie that when everybody in the theater was either like screaming, clapping, or just like I was laughing at, because I just found it so stupid to watch. So aside from Billy Burke giving a good performance as Charlie Swan and a pretty decent final fight sequence, it doesn't overshadow the fact that the Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2 is still a terrible movie that is full of atrocious dialogue, atrocious acting from all the other actors, terrible CGI, special effects, all of that. So I'm gonna give the Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2 a 1.5 out of 5 stars. It's finally over, guys! So comment down and let me know below of what the worst book to film transition you've ever seen is, besides Twilight. And I will see you guys next time.
Seriously, do it. Do it. Do it.